Oh lord, it doesn't end.
It does.
It does actually end. I lied. I am, by all accounts, a liar.
It just doesn't end yet.
It ends.
We have not paid. We have not paid enough.
Actually, this new quote works perfectly now that I think about it for how I felt about Isaac at the end of the credits.
Why are you still alive?
Yes.
I gotta remember how to get to the DLC. Hold on. Okay, play downloadable content.
Okay, because I saw you download and it go no. I'm like,
Yeah, that's to access to downloadable content. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Dead Space 3 Awakened.
and it was all a dream.
The fuck you doing, man? What are you doing in my apartment?
We're not in your apartment. We're not supposed to be anywhere.
Aren't we
Dead? Guess not.
Wait a minute, that was the rocket launcher.
That doesn't make any sense. Isaac, you activated the codex. The moon fell. We fell.
What about the alien machine? It froze the planet. It pulled the moon out of the sky. We don't know what that technology can do.
So that's it. We were saved by fucking aliens?
I quit trying to make sense of it all back on the Ishimura.
Come on. This.
The writers are taking the piss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, for starters, get the hell out of here.
And go where? Back to Earth?
Yeah. If we're dead, we can do what we want, right?
Right.
The fuck are you doing, man?
On record, I have enjoyed that back and forth between them more than I did just about the entirety of Dead Space 3.
And thus begins Chapter 1 of Awakened to Requiem.
Come on. Looks like this is the only way.
Don't get me wrong, it's not like that interaction with Stella.
Saved our inventory.
Hey, good.
Or bad, depending on what your inventory state was by the end of the game.
True.
But we got our
I
guns.
used all my healing items.
So I did load up my first playthrough file where I had like some really OP weapons just to see what I was using on my own.
So,
Nothing like my current loadout. A little bit like my current loadout.
buried underground, I guess. Keep climbing.
But like,
You think you're buried underground, but I don't really trust anything you perceive right now, considering how this started.
Yeah. If this was all a
the moon.
dream, I am going to, like, yeah.
I don't think Brute would love this, or would like this DLC if it did that.
Kill the moon. There it is.
Why's it way over there?
Its orbit must have carried it westward as it was pulled down by the machine.
I still don't understand how we survived.
Maybe we didn't.
this is a good cutscene too.
Well, I'd know if I was dead, man.
Would you?
Know what dead means anymore. Are we necromorphs? Is this what they feel like after the marker reanimates them?
Could you be any more clear? No, we are not necromorphs. We killed the thing that makes them. At least we don't have to put up with that shit anymore.
You're stupid!
Basically. What the fuck are you, Spoopy?
More necromorphs, at least that's on our side.
I like fan fiction mad
On
now.
this godforsaken planet.
Danik had a strong contingent down here hunting us. One of their ships has to be around here.
Now that's a good idea. Let's get looking, dead boy.
That's not funny.
It's funny that all it takes is the entirety of one one shitty game to make Carver's character change feel worth it.
You sure that's a good idea? Bad monsters are dead, Isaac. We won. Just call me if you find a ship.
Explain why he's not around. He just decided, nah, I'm not going to go.
Yeah, he's fucked off and went a different direction. Hold on. Anstca is a little quiet. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
And like something that simple could have fixed it in the original.
Carnage. Yeah, just some weird shit, yeah.
How's that possible?
Hey, don't freak out.
If you find a bench, use it. Load up just in case.
Yeah.
We never did use the engineering suit because it was a New Game Plus item, but it's the DLC, so let's do it.
Yes, well, yeah. When else are we going to?
Never. Don't mind that. Just realized I forgot to reopen my preview of OBS, and I need to be able to watch that. Everything feels right in the world. So I thought it'd be fun if I recreated what I decided was my optimum weapon loadout in the vanilla game.
Go for it.
Just so you can see what regular old Brute did, not LP Brute. LP Brute made weapons for comedy's sake as well. Regular old Brute just made some really, like, OP shit and then never switched. So we so dual plasma cutters to make a line beam. So we had standard plasma cutter with a line beam, and I used the flame gaze plus I think I just used the scope because nothing else mattered. And then goodbye you, hello you, and goodbye acid bath, hello stasis coating. So what did Brute use to cheese his way through Dead Space 3? 2 plasma cutters and a sniper rifle with a saw on it.
The sniper rifle was pretty OP.
Yeah. It was killing most things in one hit.
I never could get a clean version of this sound clip, but I decided to just add a version of it to the soundboard, even if it's got a sound effect in there.
There we go. Alright. Just figured I'd, completely invalidate this entire DLC and everything it throws at me. As in, I'm not...
Yeah, we just want to see how it ends.
I'm not hitting a bench again for the rest of this game, so... Get used to this plus this. 22! Hang on.
No. You're dead. Hey, Norton. Oh, God, no. No fucking way. We killed you. We killed all of you.
I know, they're over here, too.
How?
We must have missed something, I don't know.
Fuck you, Norton. As you can see, stasis sniper rifle kind of invalidates combat.
Yep.
Yep.
This can't be real. How can there still be necromorphs?
A conclusion I came to in my first playthrough of this game.
We didn't stop the markers. Oh, God. Ellie.
Isaac, we have to get back. We have to warn Earth.
We need a ship. Keep looking.
Not that I don't agree with, yeah, we definitely need to tell Earth, but what are they going to do? The cult destroyed EarthGov.
They shot one moon, they could shoot another.
And let's see, no, the cult took over the Earth, or at least crippled the government, then we destroyed the cult. I mean...
To be fair, we didn't necessarily destroy the cult. We took out their leader, but, power vacuum.
The Earth already seems pretty doomed to me. Or maybe not doomed, but certainly screwed.
Yeah, that's great and all, but this game's doing the psychological thing and you won't shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Okay.
As much as the logical inconsistencies exist, yeah, it seems also to be still a bit spooky. Look at that. We had a whole ass hallucination in the Dead Space game.
What? This moon
Wow.
protected the others before we could kill it.
Then we really have to get to Earth and warn everyone.
But I don't think they know where Earth is yet.
Good. Then let's hurry the fuck up and find a ship.
That feels like the worst idea, considering they're clearly connected to Isaac and Clark.
Yes. Let's
lead them to Earth.
Yeah. Hey, I have an idea. Let's go anywhere but Earth. I mean, surely there's colonies.
Yeah, the planet in Dead Space 1 was literally a colony.
Yeah, just go to a colony.
Lead them to some other major civilization instead.
Well, I mean, look, we'll just send them to Well, some trying to think of just what race could we just sci-fi race could we just knock off and just send the necromorphs and either it wouldn't mind so much. Look, we'll just send them to Endor. It's fine.
We'll just send the fucking Krogan after him. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Drop them on Tachanka. The Krogan could have a blast fighting necromorphs.
They would love it.
Yeah.
You talk about Highlander?
No.
Okay.
We're talking about Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about dropping okay. Plot has happened.
What has happened? Oh my gosh, Isaac's alive!
The other moons are awake.
Oh no!
Hence Dead Space 3 awakened.
Yes, the other moons are awakened and seem to have some some connection to Isaac and Carter.
At the very moment that Isaac and Carver wake up, they're hallucinating because at first they think they're home in their apartment, and then they actually see where they really are, maybe. They keep hallucinating, so I don't really trust a lot of what they see right now.
I like how they're calling back to the OG armor, though.
Oh, no, that was a New Game Plus thing I just put on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still cool.
I like it.
It is so cool. Yeah,
it is cool. And we've actually had, we might see some more now. We have actual hallucinations.
But our hungry and convergence cannot die. Voice has told me the way. You can take our peace, final unity. They are coming. They are hungry. They are coming. All remaining they are hungry to orbit, and they are coming the way. They are hungry.
And it's
hungry. They are coming. We gotta find one of their ships. They are coming. They are coming. They are hungry.
I switched weapons to what I used in my personal playthrough of the game, which is 2 plasma cutters and a sniper rifle with stasis coating. Because I can just invalidate every combat encounter in this game that way.
Good. We have already made very clear how much we hate the combat in this game. Gross. You leave. We have things to do. We have a DLC to complete so we can wash our hands of this game.
Sure.
Once and for all. And by we, I mean Brute.
Mostly
but
me.
us by extension. Tentacles! That's how many tickles it takes to make an octopus laugh. Anyway. Sir.
Remember when the Fast Boys used to have an explanation? And now they're just kind of Fast Boys?
Fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Once upon a time.
These games were good.
They were.
So do we have to kill all the moons?
We killed the moon.
Yeah, but you said there are more moons.
Alright.
Yeah. But they're scattered all over the, at least galaxy, if not universe, so...
Oh yeah, they don't know where, they don't know where Earth is, so there was a hallucination Isaac was having where they're like, take us home, make us whole. They want
we are awake, we are hungry, take us home, lead the way, etc., etc.
And
I just do I have to?
Hungry.
No, his plan was, oh no, quick, we have to get to Earth and warn them.
They are hungry.
I feel like that's not good.
Again.
You're stupid!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sora.
and like.
Well, at least we're not extensively dragging everything out. We're keeping everything pretty chip-choppity.
3 chapters.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all we need. We don't need to drag this out.
We might, if we weren't torching the IP.
It's a good thing that we're torching the IP then. Well, not we.
I mean, it's probably for the best considering what EA would have most likely done to it going forward,
Or are doing to it.
or are doing to it.
If they make the Dead Space remake an action game with a combat role,
I will be in literal tears.
we know. If there's a combat role in Dead Space remake, I will be thoroughly disappointed.
I would if it is anything more than like the first game, but looking amazing.
They've already said they're adding cut content.
Yeah.
We're gonna get stranded down here.
It was closer. Might be more nearby.
Oh, they're hungry.
And they're awake.
Yes, and they are coming.
Make us whole.
Can anyone hear me? My co-pilot just threw himself into the engine and ground the turbine to a halt. Everyone is losing.
I guess that was him.
Hey guys. Huh.
You know,
Damn, bro. Are they hungry and coming?
They are coming. They are hungry. They are coming.
Tell
It
me,
sounds
brother.
like the moons are influencing someone with the ship to stay grounded. Because they definitely don't want us to lead them to Earth.
yeah,
Definitely not.
Yeah, they're definitely not just. Oh yes, here is a ship you can repair, please.
Please repair this ship. Don't get lost on and stuck on this scavenged planet.
Do you taste better with ketchup or mustard?
Mayonnaise.
Ah, mayonnaise.
A real man uses all 3.
A real man uses barbecue sauce.
Oh, sorry, all 4.
All 4.
They are hungry and they are awake, by the way.
A real man uses McRib sauce.
Isn't that just barbecue sauce?
It's like
Good point.
it's like barbecue sauce. I think like it's a couple different things.
It's barbecue sauce that specifically activates your colon.
I mean, like.
No, thank you.
Yeah, all right, like.
We know, buddy. We know they're coming and they are hungry.
I don't like listening to it either. I just have no choice.
Yeah.
I have to upgrade my gun that I don't use because I have a sniper rifle.
It's fine.
They might be hungry though. This is a theory.
I'm thinking.
They might be giant moons.
Any ships yet?
Giant moons.
Can you get to the vehicle?
That's no moon. That's a necromorph.
I
Oh, wait,
cut off
no,
the
it is.
dialogue.
Oh. There was Carver.
Oh no.
Not again.
Remember these guys?
Not really.
Remember Dead Space 1?
I don't.
Remember these
when
guys?
necromorphs weren't hallucinations?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oscar Mayer has a way.
Hey! Didn't you hear me?
What? I was just being attacked.
You've been standing there doing nothing. I said the ship needs fuel. Hey, hit the switch on the big tank down there. Fuel switch? We aren't going anywhere with an empty ship, Mr. Engineer.
Sorry, your dialogue's too slow and I'm impatient.
I'm not going to push the button. You climb your ass down there and push the button. There's necromorphs down there.
I do like the idea of...
The light is gone.
I do like the idea of how Isaac's fighting them in his mind, and then in reality, he's just standing there. I would like the cinematic reveal of, he's like, I've been fighting down here for my life, and they're like, no, man, you've been standing there with a blank expression on your face for like 30 seconds.
The face when the leader of your party has been staring at a wall for 30 minutes and says he was, quote-unquote, fusing personas.
Yes.
It does give me the interesting question of whether it's like, is it just traditional, oh, he's going insane, or is it literally like, oh, if you lost that fight, he would turn into a necromorph?
We'll never know.
I don't know, because I am incapable of losing fights.
Well, I mean, I don't think they would actually... I think it would just be a game over screen, but...
Yeah. But, like, yeah. If this was real, what would happen if Isaac hypothetically lost?
Saying is out. It's only got impulse.
So we're stuck.
Just stuck on the star system. We can make it as far as the flotilla. We'll just have to find someone up there to play with. We'll make it home. Don't worry.
Worry? I don't know if I'm dead or alive. What's the worry?
That is a fair perspective, given the circumstances.
Yeah, and like actually the first interaction of the game with them, like, better than basically the vast majority of Dead Space 3.
Yeah, they're like, are we alive? I don't know. Are we hallucinating? I don't know.
Like, Isaac
Genuine human confusion.
That, like, hey, we might be necromorphs, and Carter slaps him upside the head. Like, bleh! Like, literally.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's pull in here.
Terra Nova? Why?
I'm reading one of the Unitologist's transponders. It's coming from the cradle.
What happened to the other ships?
One up in the minefield, I guess. Keep scanning for ships that are intact. I'm gonna have a look at this one. Wow. Looks pretty messed up.
Does have a shock point drop.
Awakened Chapter 2, Infidels.
Got it. What the hell for?
Maybe they took it on in the Terra Nova. Head in.
Oh, we're going back.
You check the bridge. I'll poke around and engineer.
Oh, yes.
Again.
Reused assets for days.
Oh, yeah. What I was going to say was, it is a good thing that throughout this series, Isaac has been an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Engineer.
That's Mr. Engineer to you.
No, it's just Engineer. Mr. Engineer was my father.
Ah. He was Sir Engineer. I'm Mr. Engineer. He was knighted for his task.
It's Mr. Doctor Engineer to you.
Engineer was their grandfather.
Mr. Doctor Engineer Esquire.
He's also a lawyer? Engineering lawyer.
The Army Corps of Engineering Lawyers.
No! Get off me! Stop! Stop!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Is this the lockdown?
I'm about to find out.
Come on.
Candles and spooky stuff on the walls. Yeah.
This is not... No.
No, this is good. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean...
I know Brute likes candles and...
None of the guys in the axes are just fucking crazy dudes. These aren't even necromorphs, it's just crazy cultists, and I'm kind of down with it.
Yeah, the vibe this has. Yeah, this is...
If you're gonna give me human enemies, I want this shit.
Yeah, like, we are literally fighting a cult.
A cult born from a cult.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Unitology is recognized as an official religion by the EarthGov.
Carver?
Religions are just cults with franchises.
Rip EarthGov.
I'm not.
Salute.
I'm gonna go deal with Shannon.
La da 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 da.
Lead us, Isaac.
Do I have to? I just want to go home, man. I've had a long day.
Voices in my head. They want me to lead them.
Well, don't listen to them. We need to get home.
Da 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 da.
It means they're going crazy. You are going crazy. All right? Now get the fucking shock point drive. Shit.
Just get the fucking shock point drive, asshole.
So we can get the hell out of here.
That's
That's what we're used to.
yeah.
See, they weren't turning on the necromorphs anymore, so they just made him a necromorph. Or maybe that's just a necromorph. I can't even tell. It looks like they just stapled necromorph parts onto a dude.
No, that's just modern art.
Got him.
I thought that was.
Fuck you, artists.
We're sorry, artists.
And this is why the government doesn't support the arts.
Take our hands that we may feed you. Take our eyes that we may see you. Take our minds that we may serve you.
That guy over there is just having a nice nap.
Look at where we are.
Take our hands that we may
Oh, I hate this room.
take our eyes that we may see you. Take our minds that we may serve you.
You can just walk through it, right?
A crew of hands that we may feed you. Take our eyes that we may see. Take our minds that we may serve you.
That's good. I like that. I like the, like, we're not sure if that looked real, but then it wasn't real, and then it was real.
That, like, actually got me off guard, so...
Yeah, that was actually...
was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Genuine reaction.
good.
Bye.
That was good.
Yeah, that...
I'm gonna go with it was real, but not at this point in time.
Isaac,
I like that.
Yeah.
what happened?
I don't know. I thought they were here, but
Okay.
It's like, goddamn shuttle point again, Carver.
Reach the conning tower.
And then Carter's just like, oh, right.
station. I should be there soon.
A lot more linear.
They are coming, my brothers. They are coming and they are hungry. Is your
We know.
there to feed them, or will you be judged unworthy and cast aside? Join me as we build a new church together, not of brick and mortar, but of flesh and blood. Join me in a tribute so glorious that the heavens themselves will take notice. And we will.
You're yawning. I think this is a good speech.
Yeah, like, this is going to...
Yeah, that's how you do a villain speech.
Yeah, and like...
Brothers,
I...
the age of man is at an end. We have become too many.
If you're gonna do a I'm a crazy cultist and I'm a villain, that's how you do the speech.
Yeah, that is how you do the speech. This is a... Yeah.
Makes Danik look like a snooze fest, mostly because he was.
Yeah, like...
I think my body just doesn't know how to handle, like,
We have
Quality.
Why
Dead-
wasn't this
good-
Dead Space
good
3?
Dead Space 3
Because,
content.
and I quote, psychological horror doesn't sell!
Oh my god! I mean...
And then when their plan failed, they're like, fuck it, make whatever you want, but it's only 3 chapters long, because that's all the budget you get.
Don't be
Also, I mean, it's like they don't care if it sells because it's just the DLC, and they're not losing money on physical units.
Yeah.
ow, my face.
I mean, they care if it sells, but not as much.
Yeah.
It's not taking up physical
And
space.
now they are starting to realize that, yeah.
I don't think EA's realizing a goddamn thing. I don't think they learned a lesson.
Yeah, true. They probably.
I guess we'll find out.
Actually,
Probably.
Sadly, Brute's probably right. This is EA.
Oh no, a regular necromorph. Ooh.
EA does not.
Oh
get
no,
the
another
benefit
regular
of the doubt.
necromorph. Oh no, a third regular necromorph. It's got nothing on our good friend the Ripper.
That one's
that's
just
neat.
another hallucination one.
That seems to be a problem.
Hi.
Yeah.
Ow. You do a lot of damage for a hallucination.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it? I do love how the Ripper is just a saw blade.
Yeah.
It's just a,
Always
it's
has
nothing.
been.
Just a circular saw. Just, yeah.
It's nothing fancy. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Like
Fancy, it's just a saw blade.
futuristic.
It's not
Yeah.
futuristic. It's nothing fancy. It's just a saw blade.
Saw
But you know
blade.
what? Saw
Uh,
blades get the job done.
Shout out to these guys' aesthetic being, we're occultists who worship necromorphs, so we make necromorph parts out of metal and slap them on our bodies.
Yes, this is like.
It's like
It's
this
the most Mad Max thing I've ever
It's
heard.
like the shittiest cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I want a metal arm. Slice. Put some literal slab of metal in there. I'm a necromorph. Booga booga.
That's like some Mad Max level stuff right there. Hi.
Still not reading text logs. It's not that good.
No.
Yeah, like, I don't care about the people really involved here in this area. I mean,
I think it works better if they're just a mysterious cult.
yes, honestly.
All the inference I need is there.
Yeah.
Danik's men went nutso because the planets are awakened, and now they're worshipping the planets and necromorphs. So I don't need to know much more than that.
I mean, yeah.
It works just fine.
Yeah, it's not like we knew who any of these people were anyway.
I mean,
That doesn't look good.
They've been worshiping the necromorphs all along. Now they're going all in.
Well, yeah, true.
Technically,
Some
they
would
worship
call that
them.
doubling down.
Technically, they worshipped the markers before and believed the necromorphs were the end result of your religious paradise. I think these guys literally worship the necromorphs. Which is like semantics, kind of. But
Yeah, and like the best way. I don't know why I'm thinking it. Well, it's in terms of D&D. This would be like a warlock starting a cult, but instead of worshiping the deity, the patron, they start worshiping the warlock.
We will live forever.
Ever.
We won't.
Yes. Yes. This just gave me a weird idea for a faction I'm going to try to finagle into a game. Kind of like...
What he means is, I'm going to try to finagle this faction in the Brute's homebrew setting.
Well, no, I didn't plan... I mean...
No, he said.
I'd never do that.
I mean... I mean, yes, I probably will.
Yeah, I fucking know you will.
Comes out at last.
I was actually considering, like, making a spellcaster anyway. So, like, I just decided Warlock it is.
Mitochondria.
The powerhouse of the cell.
Well,
Hey, girl. No, she's not back yet.
yeah, like, she's not necro.
No, that touch. I'm Anacore.
Because
And you
she's
can't
not
roll
a hallucination. She's real.
Oh no, she's real.
Yeah.
She's real, baby. For those of you who are Very confused.
Stay confused. You haven't watched enough.
It's glowing.
Clearly not.
Watch more content.
What, to at least point them to the one?
Nah, they gotta pick and choose until they find it. Watch more content.
I didn't know this was Batman. The end of Arkham Knight.
What content should I watch? All of it. Consume.
Consume.
And Chapter 3, Perdition.
No one can.
What? Yes, we can. There's time to warn everyone. Isaac, we can save Ellie.
If any one of us returns, they'll follow. We have to destroy the shop.
No! Isaac, bring the drive to the reactor. You've got to do this for me, man.
Yeah, I'll bring it to the reactor so I can throw it in. Then we blow the whole thing to hell.
No! Isaac, God!
Should we just fight Carver? I guess we'll find out. Hi. You ruined my speculating.
Speculation.
Jonas. Frickin' Jonas.
You know, we almost went a whole LP without you just naming random enemies. That's how much of a drag this game is. The vanilla game is.
Yeah.
It's true.
Part, and we will draw them up, and they will be devoured. And we
Why did you go backwards, Barbara?
complete the church, complete the
Speculation.
make us whole.
Do I have to? I'd prefer not to.
You have to listen to me.
Oh, to you. Isaac, your brain has been fucked ever since the Ishimura. One way or another, taking that shotgun drive.
I'm glad he's telling us that now when we can just shoot it.
Let her die standing hostage.
You knew what was at stake. It's your fault the moons woke up in the first place.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean...
All right. Fair.
Yeah, like, I hate to say this, if Isaac really wanted to stop them, Isaac could just physically go, no. I am going to sit here.
That's what he's trying to do, essentially.
Yeah, it's a little bit of gameplay not really matching up there. We're doing an awful lot of not sitting for someone who...
Yeah, who doesn't want to, yes. Yeah.
Like, well, why can't we just shoot the shock point drive if we don't want to use it so bad?
Yeah.
A good game would let you do that.
I mean...
Like a bonus ending.
Yeah. Just shoot the shock point drive. See what happens.
Or at least a unique game over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here we are again.
Here we are again.
Oh boy.
Man, what if they did a thing where, like, if you play co-op, you both have to PvP each other at the end, and then the ending depends on who wins?
That'd be awesome.
I'm coming, Carver. And you better stay.
I guess the implication is that you need something more powerful to destroy the shock point drive. But it's not really established very well.
Brothers and sisters, the age of man is at an end.
The age of man.
Too many, too little to go around. Corporations that we once trusted.
But simple. I fastened an adapter to hook the shock point drive up to the reactor. And by overloading the reactor core, we thought we could generate enough energy to power it. I guess now we'll never know. The madness has torn us apart. We stopped listening to each other, stopped working together. Sad that I should carry my faith my whole life only to die. There is no hope for a future. No birth. Just death. For all of us.
Now arriving, engineering and repair.
Okay. This is the most tension this game has had.
True.
Yeah.
I did say I liked this for a reason.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if the rest of the game felt like this.
Thanks, EA.
Yeah. Yeah, like, this could have been Dead Space 3.
See, when the stakes are high and clearly present throughout the entirety of your story, it's really good. It makes you invested.
Never heard of her.
Yeah.
That's far enough, Isaac.
Carver, open the doors.
I can't let you blow up the ship. Now you're gonna hand the shock point drive over to me. You got that?
If you want it, you're gonna have to come in here and take it from me.
Fine, your funeral.
Yeah, and this could literally have been what decided what ending you get. Because you're literally having to fight him.
I don't know if you're picking up on what's going on here.
Yeah, right now Isaac's hallucinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a dead man, Isaac. You hear me?
I won't let you leave your home.
I will do whatever the fuck I have to. I'm gonna find a way back.
No one leaves.
Just hold still, goddammit.
More accurately, I think they both are.
I don't even think Carver's here.
Carver literally has to be here for this scene to work and go up.
Yeah.
Not that they've ever carried before.
Yeah. But yeah, like, they, yeah. This.
Damn, I'm hurting.
Earth draws near. Even now we can feel it, teeming with life, teeming with martyrs. From each world we devour, a new brother will rise and be made whole. Our network will grow, and we will live forever. So I can hurt you.
Now. Yeah. That's some good old-fashioned American iron right there. I don't actually know if that's true. What?
You were letting yourself take too much damage.
They don't do that much damage. Jesus.
Even now we can feel it,
You got careless.
teeming with
Your face is careless.
each world.
Yes, it is.
Brute just got excited to be using the Ripper.
Our network will grow, and we will live forever.
But what if you don't live forever? What then?
Also, since this is the final chapter, this feels like this could be potentially final boss-ish.
I don't know what you mean.
So I can hurt you.
Zap. We don't get a name for this stocky McStabby guy, do we?
He's the cult leader.
Yes, the
Yeah.
cult leader. I will also go out on a limb to say that while these guys may not do a lot of damage, there were a lot of them all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were just kind of standing there hacking away at the guy.
I was mashing the B button. That's the heal button.
Well, yeah. Something wasn't getting through because you didn't heal.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And there's a lot of moons.
That seems like bad.
Yeah, that they've been doing this a long time.
Come on, guys, get out of the way. We got game to finish. Sir?
No.
Bad touch.
You're worse aim with that than I am.
And that's saying something. Aha!
He exploded.
He did explode.
Yes.
Oh, no, there he is.
He unexplode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Considering the nature of this fight, yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh. Dodge and weave.
It's notable that this is literally just like the same like style of boss as the final boss in Dead Space 2. Floating the circle platform, and then you spawn to make sure you have items. Shoot boss.
Yeah.
Shoot marker.
Yes.
Explode again.
Yes.
But you can't kill the god. Your chance to war the earth has come and gone.
That's a lot.
We are hungry. We are here. They will find us. They will devour us. We will be made whole.
Let me check something real quick.
Okay.
Okay. I got an achievement for killing him. And there's an achievement for sparing him as well. As far as I know, it affects literally nothing, so you can just do it or don't.
You were right, Carver. They were just trying to slow us down. They knew where Earth was all along. They're headed there right now.
Do you still have the shock point drive?
Yes, look. We're gonna get this reactor going. Get to the bridge as fast as you can and get it prepped for flight.
Hey, we're doing this?
Yeah, Carver. We're going home.
But you guys, you were checking which achievement you had?
Yeah. I had the one for sparing him, so I decided to kill him.
Along the walkway.
Alright, fair enough.
The elevator. Do you see it?
Hang on. I'll check it out.
The necromorph moons used reverse psychology. It was super effective.
Yes.
On an already, the hell's that?
Yeah, like...
Oh, that's that.
Yeah. Basically, Carver wanted to go home so bad, like, yeah. Game over.
Okay, let's see what happens when we fire it up.
Maintenance mode enabled.
Carver wanted to go home so badly, and the necromorphs were like, "Oh, that's where home is. Okay,
yes.
we'll go there."
I just assumed they probably just knew.
Yeah.
Please maintain a safe distance from the core.
Looks like we have to shoot the core.
Isaac, the ship is an antique. Look, we're gonna need at least twice as much power to activate the shock point drive.
If I can find some fuel orbs, I should be able to throw them directly into the core and force a power surge.
Is that safe?
No.
Is that safe? Of course not.
What do you think we do here?
Nothing Isaac does in these games is safe.
But like, nah, this seems like excessively though.
Well, you know.
Welcome to Dead Space.
Yeah.
Reactor overload. Venting initiated.
Isaac, I saw the energy level spike, but they're draining again.
Shit! The heat sinks are venting the core. I'm gonna try.
I don't think that's good.
It's really not, but we need this to overload to hell and back, so yeah.
And hopefully not just completely explode.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll find out because we are torching the IP.
Yeah, what I've been hyping up the whole time is just Isaac makes the ship fucking explode.
I was expecting more of an everyone dies.
All the people we care about.
Well, like I see where this is going.
Nowhere good.
I have a theory. I'm not going to share it.
That's fine. We'll
You got like 5 minutes left. Just sit tight.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Carver, I'm gonna use an exhaust tube.
To do what?
To exhaust.
Warning, crush zone. Keep clear.
Bitchy.
Explosions!
I'm almost there.
Hurry up, this thing's shaking apart.
Oops.
Wow.
And that was the end.
In the alternate universe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Neku.
Get that engine warmed up. I'm almost there.
Hurry up, this thing's shaking apart.
Ow.
At least that one is survivable.
Yeah.
Thread the needle.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck. Ow. God damn it. Shit.
Oh, my 48-year-old body did not like that one.
That's a lot of health to have after that.
He literally shoved a health pack into his gullet as soon as he hit. He's like, this is bad.
Let's go! We may just blow up. We may just get saved by aliens again. Just hit the damn button.
Admittedly, at this point, yeah.
Alright. Gameplay's over. Clocking in at 1 hour and 59 seconds. We've completed gameplay.
Carver. Hey, Carver. We're almost there.
Oh, we ready?
Yeah.
Please.
D-shocking to Earth space in 3, 2, 1.
Earth Orbital Control, this is Isaac Clarke aboard the CMS Terra Nova requesting clearance, over.
Are you sure you got the right channel? This is over 200 years old.
Yeah, no, I changed it over, right? Trust me. Trust me, it's right.
Earth Gov Command. This is Sergeant John Carver. Do you read me? Is anyone there?
It's weird. United Mining Traffic Flow, do you copy? Lunar Flight Control, this is CMS Terra Nova. Does anyone read us out here?
Torch it and run.
Fun.
Everyone dies. The end.
Everyone dies. The end.
That's it. That's it. That's how this whole fucking series ends. I played 4 goddamn games and 2 pieces of DLC, including this one, for that to be the way this goddamn series ends.
That's a shame.
As much as I like this DLC, that's a fuck you.
It sure is.
Yeah,
that's a fuck you aimed at me. That's a fuck you aimed at everyone at EA.
Yeah, that is fuck you, EA.
And the way that was going with the moons waking up, any other ending would have been completely unrealistic.
Yeah, and like if Isaac got to Earth to warn them, there's no way they could stop them.
This is, you're not using our IP, fuck you. Good luck, fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've been waiting for that exact part since we started doing the Dead Space LPs.
Yeah.
Look at what EA reduced this series to.
To it, an hour and 59 minutes of good game, only to not have anything afterwards.
That would have been a great like, oh my god, like, get rid of Carter, get rid of Carter completely, have Isaac and Ellie go through that. Just flush things out.
Oh my god. I don't even care about what could have been. I'm just mad that the series ends here. I would be okay if this is a one-off terrible game and they continued from this point and we got to see a full-on necromorph invasion of Earth. That'd be baller. But we got nothing. We're getting a remake.
An entire necromorph moon shows up on Earth and they don't have a machine to stop it, and just like, it's already actively sucking everyone up. What can anyone do about that?
Nothing. I want the post-apocalyptic, like, fighting to survive, just a survive thing going on. I want a post-apocalyptic Dead Space 4.
I kind of thought the point was that no one on Earth was going to be able to survive that. That's just like, everyone's a necromorph now.
He didn't want to win. He wanted to watch the world burn.
That's the perfect setup for a sequel set in a post-apocalypse, where a universe where the necromorphs are the predominant species.
Oh, just not with Earthlings like some other civilization.
About Mars or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Dead Space, but the Mass Effect universe.
No, I want a literal immediate follow-up within the year of this event. People from a different place, or the characters who did manage to escape this event, trying to survive. That would be cool as fuck. You know, just trying to survive necromorphs.
That's what I was overlooking, is like there is no scenario where anyone that was on Earth survives that, but there's probably people from
Life
Earth
in the
somewhere
galaxy.
else in space.
Yes, the other colonies. And, like, the moons could be going around colony to colony. Like, they can sense life.
So after this, this company made a Battlefield game and then got shut down. So this IP just kind of laid dormant for like 9 years until they're like, surprise, here's a fucking remake that may or may not be good, but I will always be mildly salty about, because this is everything in that remake is still inevitably leading to this point.
That's still, I don't know. I'm not really, I don't feel like I'm sure that they're aiming to just retell the same exact story without changing anything at all.
That's what they presented it as so far.
They like change it. They do 1 and 2, but they overhaul 3. They just like literally do a do-over.
I don't want a do-over. That's a cop-out. If this is what you've been left with, you pick up your fucking mess. There are good continuations of this poor product.
I don't trust EA to do any of them.
I didn't trust EA with this fucking IP anyways. Here we are.
I still don't trust EA. EA has done nothing to like earn any type of benefit of the doubt for EA.
When did I give them the benefit of the doubt? I just said what I want. All I want is something to continue. I don't want this series to lay dormant, and I don't want it to be nothing but remakes. Especially if it's carbon copies. I've already played Dead Space 1. I would like it to be re-released. I don't think I need a remake. I'm gonna take it because it might look pretty and they might add some cut content. But if that's all this series is gonna be going forward, then I don't care. I need more content. You gotta do something with this for me to continue to be invested. Remaking the first game, sure, it's hard to get a hold of. Remaking the second game, if you do something else in the meanwhile, sure, it's also really hard to get a hold of properly, that, you know, functionally.
Yeah.
But you gotta do something. Because if all you're gonna do is pump out remakes of the first 2 games and then let the series go dormant again, you might as well just re-release what was already there but made it functional.
Yeah.
But a post-apocalyptic style sequel could be cool as hell. Everyone's tripping balls because the moons are so powerful that even someone who's been exposed to the marker, you know, starts tripping out. There's so much that you could do to make it as creepy as possible, and we're just not going to get that. No. And I don't know if we're going to get anything.
Unfortunately, those are answers we don't have yet.
And it's a bummer that this is kind of where the series timeline lies. It just stops. It makes sense that it kind of stops here, but it's also like there are directions you could take this. And even if you did want to retcon something, it's just a DLC. It wouldn't be the first time a series has just ignored a piece of DLC and gone off of the last main game.
Yeah.
But in good news, and I don't know when we're going to do it, but this isn't where we're stopping with the Dead Space series, it's just the end of the trilogy. There are 2 more things to do in this series. I have made some purchases so that I can do the rail shooter release on the Wii. That's prequel to 1, set immediately before it. And Dead Space 2 had a piece of DLC that I've never played, so I thought it'd be fun to do some piece of content in this series without having played it before.
Cool.
So at some point, those two things will be done. I can emulate very effectively with the purchases I've made, the rail shooter, and the piece of DLC is like $6 on the Xbox. So I did want to end the series on something that I know is good, which is those two things are supposed to be pretty good. The rail shooter is pretty good. I know that for a fact. But I wanted to do the trilogy plus Awakened first. Because if we don't get to it before if we don't get to anything else before the remake comes out, and the remake ends up being worth doing again, which I say as if we didn't just do Resident Evil 4 twice. Then at least I got through my important thoughts.
Yeah.
It sounds like they do want to be. It sounds like they intend to be pretty faithful, but also do want to make some changes. Like, there's an interview where they said, "For us, the foundation is the Dead Space 1 story, so by default, that's what is canon. But then there are some improvements that we want to make to that story, and not necessarily improvements because those things were not really working in the original, more improvements because of what came after." And we're like, oh man, that's interesting if we could reference that, or if we could make a link to that.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you use your remake to
add more information, yeah, like foreshadow some stuff.
Song hard to part.
Also, here's at least one promising thing. We're also learning from mistakes such as microtransactions, which we will not have in our game.
Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't even open that menu in this LP. I just ignored that entire mechanic.
Well, yeah, screw microtransaction.
Yeah, but I could have brought it up as a talking point. I just didn't even think about it.
Also,
I don't know, maybe at least some people at the company are learning. We want to make games that deliver the experiences our players are looking for. Sometimes that is a single-player, story-focused experience where players can immerse themselves in another world.
Oh, I'm sure there are individual developers and probably entire development teams at EA and associated studios that give massive amounts of care. Hell, Visceral was an EA studio from day one, as far as I know, and I think they were deeply devoted to their products, even when they were realizing they were making the worst out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm sure there's always been, like, they've always had developers that were not just, like, greedy and such and so forth. There
are developers that still care.
I think EA has a habit of grabbing very, very dedicated developers, actually.
Worth noting that wasn't just one of the devs saying that quote, though, about, like, basically, like, having different types of games for different players. This is, like, it was actually a chief studios officer saying it, which is nice.
Yeah, and then just boot you the menu. I mean, I'm sure they did learn that what they tried to do with Dead Space 3 didn't work, and they couldn't do it that way. But
that's why I say they're just gonna try to do a do-over. And
I'm not convinced they're gonna actually go forward with the series at all beyond just like remaking one for fun or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's probably not
true.
Very certain at this point.
Yeah, it probably depends on how well it actually sells.
But I mean, EA's thing is like finding talented devs who make really good games because they're passionate and buying them and then running them into the ground. It happened with Visceral. It happened with what was it? Bullfrog? I don't remember.
I know
I still love when some dude
Westwood, and
Westwood.
I'm still salty about that.
I love when some dude went to a convention.
Get over it.
What's up, Galuf?
I still love when some dude went to a convention and his cosplay was that he dressed in like a business suit with sunglasses and a Grim Reaper scythe, and he just had a sign sticking out of his shirt that said EA.
Yeah.
And they did it to Visceral with this series. Once this game did poorly, they got shoved into like the Battlefield mines to make a game. That Battlefield game did particularly poorly, and this company no longer exists. And it's, I don't know, just a bummer, because I stand by Dead Space 1 and 2 as probably the closest we have to, like, modern AAA horror classics that aren't the modern set of Resident Evil games. And I guess modern is more like classics of the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
At a point where horror wasn't really a genre anymore, this series is classic amongst that period of time to me. And not just as lowest common denominator, but as two games that do really, really well at what they do and tell stories very well. And then this is what it gets reduced to, and the company that made it is forced to suffer from higher-ups' actions, and it's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they saw the writing on the wall on that one. That's what I call this DLC, is just seeing the writing on the wall and.
I mean, respect for them giving it a definitive end.
Yeah.
Instead of them dragging it on, Dead Space is horror, and there was going to be just action and.
Sometimes horror stories don't have good endings.
I would argue that the entire trilogy is full of bittersweet endings. This one is bad in multiple levels. So yeah, I mean, that's the trilogy as I see it so far. There's other stuff that I'm going to come back and do at some point. Like I said, I don't know what's on the table right now because things are up in the air for us, and I'm only saying that because I think we agreed to upload this much sooner than we normally do things.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's coming out next and when compared to what we'll be recording next, and I don't know. So you'll see what you see. We're doing things in a really weird order with Dead Space 3 that's breaking our norm. So, yeah. Thanks for suffering this game, and next time it'll be a video game. Bye.
Bye-bye.